Broadcasting to Stoke-on-Trent and the world. This is Six Towns Radio.
Chills Bar, Beardsley, sponsors of Port Vale content on Six Towns Radio.
Chris Neal, let's start by talking about Tuesday, FA Cup win, a replay all the way down at Plymouth. What a roller coaster game that was.
It was massively, I think we shouldn't have even been down there in the first place, really. Obviously disappointed giving away a 2-goal lead at home, but we were down there and we always knew it was going to be a tough game against Plymouth. They were doing well in the league and their performances have shown kind of what a good team they are. So it was nice to go down there and win how we did and get into the next round against Brighton.
Yeah, coming from behind twice, you must have thought, oh, here we go again.
Yeah, I think it just kind of shows our character that we've got and the team's got and the kind of fighting spirit that we've got. We've done it a few times in the league as well this year. So at half time when we went in at 2-1, there was no illusions that we could come back and score 2 in the second half, which we did. I think we dominated Plymouth in the second half, and I think we fully deserved the win in the end.
A penalty save. You joined Sam Johnson's a penalty saver. Again, game changer, isn't it? Because that could have easily been the door open for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of always a bonus as a keeper when you make a penalty save, but to do it kind of in a game that was, and the importance of the save was obviously that's probably the most important penalty I've ever saved, and it's massive result for the club, financially and everything like that. So it was important, but obviously it wasn't just down to me. It was the boys at the other end that was putting the ball in the back of the net at the other end. Had to give credit to kind of Geno and Shooks when they come on as well. They kind of changed the game for us as well. Yeah,
it's been a season of change because of injuries, suspensions, etc. Yourself being out a few games, but I think the lads pulled together, got the result you wanted. Brighton, you just mentioned, in a couple of weeks' time at home, they're doing okay, top end of the Championship. Be a bit of a challenge, but you're always up for that. Yeah,
of course. I think when you're playing at home and you've got teams coming to a place like Vale Park, you're always going to be in with the shout. Like you said, that Brighton, I think, just snuck in the playoffs now in the Championship, so it's going to be a great game for us. Hopefully the atmosphere will be fantastic as well. So we've got nothing to lose really. We're going to be the underdogs going into that game, so hopefully we can implement our game onto them and see what happens.
It's the FA Cup, anything can happen.
Exactly.
But return to the league this Saturday against Oldham. They're bottom half of the table, but it doesn't mean anything, does it?
No, it doesn't. I think you look at the results kind of week in, week out, and you see teams from the bottom beating teams at the top, so we're under no illusions that it's going to be a tough game for us. When we played up at Oldham, they kind of dominated us, beat us up there, so we kind of owe them on a little bit, and hopefully we can do that on Saturday.
Vale have lost a couple of games recently, still in the top 10, which is great.
Yeah, it is massively. I think if you'd have given us this position in January at the beginning of the season, you would have taken it. So for us, we're still on a positive. There's no negativity about the club at all. We're playing well every week. Sometimes the results don't go for us, but I think we're playing well most weeks, and if we can just keep picking up the points against, like you said, the teams around us as well, there's no reason why we can't be pushing kind of just inside the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a good place to be halfway through the season because there's not as much pressure on you if you were in a playoff position, because obviously then the teams below would try and knock you out of that. Yeah. So halfway into the season, you've still got a lot of games to play, a lot more chances to pull some points. Yeah, definitely. I think if we can keep picking up the points week in, week out, then at the end of the season we'll see where we are. But I don't see, the teams we've played, or we've already played most teams now, so there's nothing really to be feared of, and hopefully we can just keep picking up the points. Cheers, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you very much.